It is weird. The plot is weird, the new characters are weird, the existing characters act weird, and the season wraps up in a weird way. The ending was so out of left field that I even made a meme about it. So why is it weird? What is unusual about Season 3 of The Shield Hero compared with the previous seasons? To start with, the first arc of the season, focusing around the arena, along with the Dragon arc, feels like something which could have immediately taken place at the end of the first season. Season 1 ends with them at the village, so it would make perfect sense for them to have immediately tracked down Raphtalia's friends, and for the Dragon Egg to have been sent there to help the village re-establish itself. So that is 6 out of 12 episodes which could have been a direct follow-up to Season 1, rather than taking place in Season 3. The second season would have also been a smoother transition if these events had taken place after events of Season 1, and would have given more weight to why the Spirit Turtle needs to be stopped. As truth be told, I don't care about Melromak or any of the other kingdoms. They treated Raphtalia and Naofumi like crap for an entire season, and by introducing and developing these new characters living in the village, it'd give Naofumi's desire to stop the Spirit Turtle a new meaning, as we would be able to see exactly what he's fighting for, rather than wondering why he has to go and clear up the mess of the other heroes. And talking about the new characters, we have Sadni, a flirty killer whale who acts as the big sister to Raphtalia, Fol, a white tiger fighter and his sister Atla, who never opens her eyes, even after being healed, and has a dodgy attraction to Naofumi, Sin, a vassal weapon wielder from another world who talks with a bad internet connection, Rat, a Garu who experiments on animals, and Windia, a girl who was raised by a dragon. So as you can see, it is a collection of colourful characters, with all of them having some weird quirk that sets them apart from the previous season's characters. As Raphtalia and Naofumi act exactly the same, Philo and Melty have no screen time and try to disappear as soon as possible, Bitch is still trying to trick the other heroes, and Monima should still be on the list.
Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
That is where the previous season's characters stop acting the same, as Ren becomes a depressed crazy person because his team died, despite us seeing him being normal at the end of Season 2, and Itsuki becomes a pay pig to his team, and Ralph is still cute. Izuki's and Ren's character turns feel weird because there was no real setup from last season. We just get told that Ren's team died fighting the Spirit Turtle, and Itsuki now wants to free all the slaves to make himself a hero, and to win the support of his party who abandoned him after he led them into a death trap. It would be nice if any of this had been demonstrated at the end of last season, apart from the "they cleared the waves to make them feel better" line that we had. Resolving these traumas covers the 5 remaining episodes, leaving us with 1, and there's no delaying it, let's talk about the final episode. The final episode of Season 3 is not the final episode of Season 3, it is the first episode of Season 4, and is done to link the end of Season 3 with the start of Season 4, so the viewer would know what to expect in the following season. It just feels weird because this is not how both Season 2 and Season 3 were connected, and they were announced at the same time, with them feeling completely disconnected apart from a quick montage about what is going to happen next at the very end of Season 2. Whereas the final episode of Season 3 is the start of a completely new arc, that at the time had not been publicly greenlit. It now has, but from an outsider's standpoint it came off as a bit premature, and that's just from the episode structure side, rather than the actual content of the episode. So where to begin? Sadni's entire job was Raphtalia, and she fails as she never properly looked for her, or has heard anything about her despite everything that has happened. I mean, the entirety of Season 1 and Season 2 occurred, and she had no idea that Raphtalia existed, despite everything that happened, as if she decided to take a 6-month beach holiday instead of doing her job. She never even tells Raphtalia, hey, don't wear these clothes, as people would try and kill you if you do. The entire plot comes out of nowhere. Naofumi just says, hey, wear this, because I like Shrine Maidens, and suddenly, bang, huge diplomatic incident, with Naofumi potentially launching an invasion of an overseas sovereign nation. Oh, and to make them more powerful, the 4 heroes' weapons are ineffective against the assassins, and it turns out that rather than being a regular helpless civilian caught up in the first wave, and a victim of class cruelty, Raphtalia is now a princess of a foreign land, whose parents tried to hide her to keep her safe from the rest of their family. It just comes off as weird that they decided to make this change to her character so late into the series, 48 episodes in. This one bizarre change, along with the random sideswipe into a new adventure in the final episodes, just highlights how weird this season was. But despite that, I'm still going to watch Season 4.